Okay, so hey guys, this is our August 19th call. So I want to hear from you guys and see how you're doing, but I'll leave that to the end. So be thinking of any questions you have or, anything that you need to share with me. A couple things, I'm going to screen share a few things with you and then just kind of talk about a couple stuff and then we'll be done. So, okay, next week, some of you guys have already posted about a free challenge, and I think you're already in yours, right? Like for the week, I think some of you already have one going on right now, which is great. And if you don't, I shared that I'm going to be doing a walking challenge. So if you want to hop in on that, let me screen share really quickly. I've been working on free groups like crazy since this baby will be here soon. And so if anyone wants to help work on it, you can. Acacia, my success partner, is working on the posting schedule, but it's just going to be a week-long walking challenge, just 5 days. I don't know why Google Docs is not working right now, but okay, I will attempt to show you that in a moment. It's going to be 5 days, and we have a free music playlist that you can give people. So when they jump on, it's already in the group too, and then you guys can create a couple other groups if we need to, so they're not massive. But they're going to get a free Spotify playlist, so it's kind of something different, something fun for them, just fun music for them to be able to enjoy their walks on. And then as far as like what we're thinking about posting in it is not just like articles about why walking is good for you. Everyone knows that walking is good for you. It's just good to move your body. But giving them like some different ways to like get more out of their walks, like walking exercises, if you will, things to increase your heart rate. Some people don't know that you can walk, faster and then slower and add different things into your walk. So we have 2 different posts every day that we have found from some cool articles, and that's kind of what our plan is. So if you want to use the posting doc and everything, even if you're a brand new coach and you're listening to this, you have everything you need. So it will break up into groups. Some of my newer coaches, I'll put you in my group. If you just need some guidance or some help, that's totally fine. And then that's about it for the walking group. So if you want in on it, then just know that you're totally good to join us. And then the next thing was just to remind you guys, which I've been posting about this in our group and just sharing with you, but reminding you who are pushing for Emerald and pushing for Diamond that you do have still until next week, until what day is that? Not the 19th. Today is the 19th. It is the 26th. So you have until the 26th of August at midnight Eastern time to be Emerald or to be Diamond, and that is to qualify for leads for the next month. Most of you I tagged in a video today in our big upline team. If you are close or could be Emerald, or I don't have any coaches yet, but you could potentially be Emerald, then I tagged you in a big video there just to kind of remind you. So that is something to be thinking about and pushing for. And then you can become Emerald or become Diamond, but also make sure that you're hitting Success Club too, because that is what will get you those free leads. And that's why it's so important to be Emerald or Diamond. So remember, Success Club 5 is just free customers. And then Success Club 10 is the free Shakeology leads. And that, I get like 3 a month sometimes, which is awesome. So, and everybody's different, but you get, it's basically free commission. So pretty cool. Okay, let me see. I don't know why. I'm going to load my Google Docs here for a second so that I can show you. I want to show you the drive, because I've added quite a few things in there that you guys can use in the upcoming months. Like I said, I've been working on a bunch of free groups and kind of planning out my months, and I have planned out through December. So if you are needing some ideas of free groups, or you just want to join in on whatever I'm doing every month, that is totally fine. Or you can just use them as, as a guide for yourself. But okay, so here's can everyone see that? Yeah, okay. So we're in the inspiration crew thing in the challenge groups. And so I have added 5 new groups. I wanted to just show you because I know you don't probably check this every day. for this month, so we're doing the Walking on Sunshine group. That's just, there's a couple different things you can use to post in there. We've got a cover photo for you to use in whatever, group you're in, that kind of thing. You can post about it, share about it, or make your own graphic. You definitely don't have to use those. There's some different articles and links, and then we'll be posting all of the different things that you can share and use as a post in here, just like always. Then for the next month, for September, we are thinking of doing, where did it go? What's it called? Okay, Fall into Fitness, and doing like a yoga challenge. So again, if anyone wants to help post things in there, Christina is awesome, and she's hosting one right now and gave us kind of an example of what she's doing in hers. She's doing 1 yoga move a day, things like that, sharing about the different benefits of why yoga is good for you and why a certain move is good for you. So that's an option. So this one's just kind of in progress. Again, there's different posts, and I'll be making graphics for all of these that you can use to post with. Another one we're thinking about is for October, when it's Halloween time, to do Walk the Plank. And it's going to be a plank challenge themed around like pirates. So I already have the group made and everything, and it's all like pirate related. And this one is, this posting schedule is done. So that's awesome. I stayed up till like 3 o'clock last night because I couldn't sleep. So go our team for having all this done already if you want to use it. If it will load. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I don't know why it's being weird. Anyways, that is a week-long plank challenge, and there's different moves that we encourage them, that we, have them do every day, and then a bonus move. So, for example, the first day is maybe, teaching them like a forearm plank and then an extended arm plank. And then, their bonus move is adding knee taps to it. And then they have to check in and, tell us how long were they able to hold it for. And so like the goal is by the end of the week to have their time increased over how long they can hold each move. For some reason, it's not sharing that with you. So we will try that again in a second. Hold on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, well, I'll keep talking. Okay, another group is, after that, we're doing Holiday Hit, and that is a November group. That's another free group. Where it's going to be a different like HIIT workout every day, kind of around Thanksgiving time, when the holidays are really starting. And so that's going to be different HIIT moves in every, coach. So within whatever group you're in, every coach will do, a video of the HIIT workout. So, it could be, we're still thinking of different things to do. So if you have ideas, that's awesome. But, doing, burpees and ×3 or whatever, you guys know what a HIIT workout looks like. So thinking of different workouts for them to do. And again, just 5 days, giving them some kind of fun things to do with, with friends and family while they're eating all that turkey and all the treats and stuff from Thanksgiving time and the holidays. And then Christmas, my plan is to do a 12 days of fitness again, because it worked so well last time. I was like one of the first groups that some of my very first coaches ever did. And that was awesome. All the coaches were in it, and every day we gave everybody a different move to do. So like on the first day of fitness, my coach gave to me 1 burpee or something like that. And then you would add on every day was a different move. And so by Christmas Eve, you had all 12 moves to do. And it was so much fun. So we do like a quick little video. It allows you to be present with all the people that are in the group and sharing and, showing your voice and that kind of thing. And it was just really fun. Everyone loved that. So, okay, I'm getting out of breath. All right, so those are my free groups that I've been thinking of. So just wanted to throw that out there and let you know that there's a lot of stuff there. So for some of you who may be creating challenge groups and like trying to think of things as not your thing, not your strength, if you will, then just wanted you to know that we do have some stuff planned out as far as that goes. Does anyone have questions about that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Always.
That's okay. Go for it.
So for I forget which month you said it was, the HIIT challenge group.
Yeah.
Can we use like a non-Beachbody HIIT workout
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
like for
thinking. I'm
that
thinking
day?
like creating something like, we have them do this many burpees and this many jacks and this many, whatever kind of hit moves you want to do. Like I was looking on Pinterest and like how they show, we'll have like each coach do a video, whatever. So however we split up into groups, but have the coach, show and say, hey, okay, this is your hit workout. You're going to do this move, this move, this move, this many times, that kind of thing. And then also provide them like with a little graphic to where, if they went to the gym or something and they wanted to add those moves in, it would show them, burpees times 10 or whatever times 20 and that kind of thing. So that's what I would do, but I'm totally open to suggestions.
So we shouldn't be using like other trainers' videos. So like if we wanted to use like a Blogilates video or like a Tone It Up video.
You recreate it. Yeah. So that
okay.
Yeah. So that allows you to like be able to, the free groups are like the main reason that we do those are that it's the greatest place for people to start seeing you as a coach, like if they've never seen you be a coach before. So that's where it's awesome for you to be able to check in and, let them see your voice, let them put your face to your voice and see you supporting them and see how you are like just sharing with them and talking to them, that kind of thing. It makes you become more real. So I think I'm trying to steer more into doing some more videos in these free groups because it really does make you more presentable with them. So.
Okay, cool.
Other questions about that? No? Anyone? Okay. I got my Google Drive back up, so we'll see. Okay, another thing that I added stuff into is our Shakeology folder. We'll see if Google Docs will cooperate with me. I just cleaned it up a little bit. All of our recipes and things that I have so many to add in here, are in a folder now. But what I did do is one of the things that I'm going to start doing more and trying to add more value to is really talking about all of the different ingredients that are in Shakeology. A lot of people, that's like the hardest thing for us, right? To get people to buy Shakeology. I know a lot of you coaches are having, that's like the hardest time that you have with getting people to realize why it's so beneficial and important. And while you can, send them this whole list of ingredients and that kind of thing, what I'm going to be doing in some of my challenge groups and stuff is really focusing on the different, each ingredient and why it's important for them, where it's found, what does it do for their body, why is it so awesome, why do we love Shakeology? And it just lets them see how many different things. Like I was just at Whole Foods today, walking through the health food aisle and looking at all the different supplements and thinking, wow, that is like so many different supplements of bottles that I would have to get to be able to get all of those in every day that we have in Shakeology. So I'm working on making my own of these so that we can they don't have to be just these like Shakeology ones that are so commercialized, but just so that you have them. And, if you ever want to just like feature what are these ingredients in one of your groups, then you can. It just, it talks about why they're important, goji berry, that kind of thing. So just wanted you to know that those are there for you to use and be able to share with people as you're having a hard time, maybe sharing, why some of the different ingredients, or somebody wants to know what the heck is matcha and what are goji berries and that kind of stuff. So just so you know, I wanted you to know that I added in a few things there for you to utilize. Okay, what else? Okay, I'm almost done talking, I think, and then I'll let you guys talk. Okay, so this is where my plan, as far as how many of you, raise your hand, this is like teacher style, watched that Amy Silverman video that I posted in our team page a while back about how she does her groups, like her wellness groups. How many of you watched that? Should be all of you. Okay, so I am personally working on thinking of moving towards doing something like that. Now, what that means is did someone say something? No, maybe not. Hold on, someone's loud and I don't know who you are.
It's me, it's Kelsey. I just joined, sorry.
Hey girl, no, you're fine. Okay, so basically what I really, really liked, and I've talked to Micah a lot about this, you guys all know that Micah is like our upline leader, about kind of transitioning into a wellness style group. My reasoning is because I have so many people who in the 10 months that I've been coaching, who have joined different groups, and then only a very, very small handful of them that actually continue and have like traveled on through the months with me into other groups. And so I hate that those other people are just kind of like left hanging, and they can always reach out to me, and I do kind of keep in touch with them, but they're not necessarily in a group to continue doing whatever program it was that they're going to be doing. So what I'm thinking is of doing something like Amy Silverman started. So basically she has one group, and she calls it a wellness group. It's all focused around community, which is what Beachbody is all about, and what, all of this whole fitness stuff is all about, where the requirement to get in is that you bought a challenge pack. Obviously, there will be people who maybe didn't buy a challenge pack from them, they couldn't afford it, and you let them in with just a program or just Shakeology or whatever your story is. It's your choice what you want to do. So I'll probably let those people in too. But my plan is to go back through every single person that I've ever had in a challenge group and talk to them, invite them into my wellness group, and then they're going to go into this group. Now, Amy Silverman's is like huge and has like 500 people now because of how long she's been coaching and how many people she has that she's worked with, which is awesome. Mine will not be that big. But it's going to be a place where anyone who's ever bought a challenge pack is going to go in there. And instead of me having every single month where I'm like scrambling to think of a different topic and recreating a whole nother posting schedule and thinking of, new things to keep it new and that kind of stuff every month for some different kind of challenge, I'm not going to be doing that anymore. It's going to be like where I have my own, this one group where everyone who's ever worked with me gets to go into it. I'll still post about different things and still have like monthly themes and things like that. But it becomes a place where it's a community now. So anyone who's ever got a challenge pack from me, everyone's going to be in there. They're all constantly going to be able to be supported and have, other people working with them, whether it's people on different programs and stuff. So then one of the benefits is that some of the people who have, who will be in there for longer, who have been in, in some of my groups for months now, will be the ones who are kind of like the oldies, and they know a lot about the programs, and they can ask questions or answer questions and kind of help, lead the group a little bit. Then the new people coming in with new challenge packs, with new programs, and people come in with, size or whatever the newest, hammer and chisel or whatever, they kind of bring in new excitement and new, interest into the group, which can not only promote more sales of different things. So you might have people buying more challenge packs and trying new programs, which is awesome, but also just everyone's kind of working together and supporting each other and getting excited and answering and asking questions and stuff. So, and then my hope is that in that, then I will be able to share about Shakeology with them, continuing to kind of build up that excitement with all these people that I've ever worked with. So it could be people who've dropped off from Shakeology for months and they get get more excited and want to get back on it, that kind of thing. And then also being able to share about coaching in those groups, because it's going to be people who have all bought a challenge pack before, who have all done a Beachbody program, which we know that creates the best kind of coach. Someone who has been in a challenge group before and can like actually testify to having tried those different workouts and tried Shakeology and that kind of thing and seeing the results in their own life. So in the next couple of months, that's kind of what I'm thinking of moving towards. And then every month or every 2 months, still having like some kind of focus group, which would be like the size group that we're doing right now, or maybe like a 21-day fix specific group. And those are good groups where when we have new coaches coming in, you can put them in one of those groups and share, this is what a challenge group looks like. This is kind of how it looks to lead one, that kind of thing. And then they have the option to choose what they want to do. So for you guys, I just want to share that with you, kind of my thoughts, and kind of, I just feel like that's going to be a little bit more manageable. And I like the whole idea of I like the community of it and what it looks like to be just having everyone together, so that you're not just ever leaving anyone who maybe forgets to reach out to you and say, oh, I want to be added to that next group, or, people that you just kind of forget about that have had programs from you and stuff. So that way they're always feeling supported, and that they're always going to be in a group and that kind of thing. Because you think about your own journey. For me, like I've had months where I'm like, oh, I kind of fall off the bandwagon, but then I get back up because I've got other people around me that are helping me out. And I think that would help promote, or, just help a lot of people who really need more support and who maybe have a bad month. And so they weren't in your challenge group, but they're still in that one group, and they're still seeing that motivation and those encouraging things every day. So that's my idea. You guys can do your own if you want. You can think of possibly moving towards that. You can still do monthly groups just like we are right now. It's your business and it's whatever you want to do. So give me your thoughts now on that. That's just something that we've been talking about for a long time, and kind of like what I envision like Beachbody being all about is like about community and about supporting people like for the long run, not just for 21 days and not just for 30 days or whatever, and then having to try to remember, you know, what group are they in and inviting them and that kind of thing. So what are your thoughts on that?
So Ashley, I created 2 groups.
Okay.
I created Lizzie's Lifestyle Changers, which is really cheesy, but it works. And I have one that was like all the people who join my challenge groups but don't ever buy anything because money or whatever, so I can kind of keep them motivated and keep in contact with them. Okay. And then I created a group with all the people who have purchased something from me, and that's the group that I have a lot of movement in. There's a lot of momentum in there, them talking to each other and getting really excited that, oh, you bought it too, I'm super excited. And it seems like they got more motivated about meeting each other than really needing me as much, you know?
Which is what we want. So when I talked to like our leaderboard about after hearing from Amy Silverman and then talking to some of the other top coaches and leaders on our leader call, that was the thing that we wanted. You know, you want it to be, yes, you're still their coach, but you want them to be able to kind of move away and move towards like finding community with new people, finding, you know, in some of our challenge groups, we encourage our girls to get a success partner. And so, and that's like, I mean, it's like they could care less about us posting in the group, you know, they're tagging their success partner in there and being like, hey, you know, Keisha, did you get your workout in today? You know, here's my sweaty self. You know, they're holding each other accountable, and that's what you want. That's when you know that somebody's like getting into that lifestyle and into that routine, is when they feel comfortable and they've got people supporting them, and it's not just you. You know, they've got other people asking and answering questions, and so that's great. You know, and some people did kind of already create their own little groups at the beginning of things like that. You know, I never did that, and it was more that I just chose not to. But some people do have groups where they just have, you know, it's just free for anyone to join and they can just put them there. Other things for people who have paid groups that they were in and then they don't want to do the next challenge group, but then they just put them into another group. So totally up to you what you guys want to do. But that's in my mind that what it's going to be is just like a big wellness group where it's like a community.
Hi, Spencer.
He's and Guy. He's on his post-workout high right now. I got upstairs with Shanti. But yeah, so I just wanted to be like, I wanted to develop like a community and a group. And I just love the idea of, you know, all these people are in your group. So whatever you name it, you know, Lizzie's whatever, or I'll probably have something with the Inspiration Crew to do with it. So then when I'm sharing with people and when they possibly become coaches and stuff, they feel like they've already been part of that community, part of that network of people. And then they're just going to be transferred into our team, which is really, really cool. So that's just my idea. But other thoughts about that, or anybody like totally against that and still wants to do, you know, monthly groups and things like, which we still will do some of those monthly groups. But as far as like my main challenge group and things like that, I'm just going to be posting about, you know, still inviting people to do things and stuff, but having it more like a wellness community, like inviting them to my wellness group, inviting them to this community of people rather than specifically, you know, Achieve It August and Summer Scorcher and all the different separate little things. And then still having some, you know, for new programs that coming out, you know, having the size group or a 21-day fix specific group probably every couple of months, just because that's an awesome way to have people really, really commit to the 21-day fix.
Mm-hmm. Ashley, I had to leave for a second, doggy issues, but when you're making this announcement now, are you going to add your like, if you make an announcement, you're going to add these people to this community? You're not going to do a separate monthly challenge? Is that what it's going to take over?
Yeah, basically,
okay.
I'm trying to create my own like community of people, you know, just because I don't want to leave anyone out who I've ever worked with. I want them to all kind of come back. So I'll go back into my back office and re-invite anyone who I've ever worked with and who I've ever had buy anything from me, and that they'll have the opportunity just to go ahead and go into this group where I can share daily or just a couple times a week. You know, it kind of just it's more to kind of take a ton of the responsibility off of you, off of having to buffer post every day and have something of posting schedule for all these different groups every day, where it just becomes I think that becomes a lot more stressful for people sometimes, especially those of you, which almost half of you, more than half of you, are people who have a job, a full-time job as well. So it kind of just becomes more of a place where you get really passionate about just working on, communicating with them and supporting them, and then just getting excited seeing all the people posting and sharing their own check-ins and things like that, as opposed to having to plan every single month out.
Sure. Okay. So will you have an individual small challenge group on top of that from time to time, or is that it completely takes the place of it?
No, I will probably do a monthly or every couple of months type thing where we have, and it might be something that runs longer, doing a 21-day fixed group that runs for 2 cycles, or a size group like this one's been running forever, I feel like, something like that. So that way, if you're wanting to kind of do this kind of route or are interested in doing something like that, then you still have, a challenge group, or there is a challenge group somewhere in our group that you could put a new coach in so that they can kind of be a fly on the wall and learn just from the beginning what a challenge group looks like, just kind of how we support people and that kind of thing. But then as far as the people who I'm really working on coaching with, or coaching my challengers and stuff, that way they have just a big, huge community. So, and I've talked to a couple of coaches who have transferred into this kind of style, and it's been awesome for them. They've had higher sales, and they've had more coaches come out of it, and just a better, overall, everyone's just been way more excited about it and just had a lot more traction and movement and talking between their groups, which is really cool.
Awesome. Okay.
So, just wanted to share what I'm thinking about doing. If anyone's interested in possibly moving towards that, or they think that, maybe you're so not like them that you don't want a huge community type thing like that, and that's totally fine. That's just what I'm thinking about doing. And so if you're interested in doing something like that, we can chat more about it and kind of talk about how I'm thinking of kind of organizing and that kind of thing. But just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that.
I really like the idea. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
I'll go.
Michelle, Lauren, go.
No, I was going to say, I know Alicia did, or kind of has one of those going up. So we had talked about that before. I really like the idea. I was just kind of scared because I was thinking, oh gosh, I'm going to put a couple people in and then it's going to be radio silence.
Yeah.
So it always makes me a little nervous, but.
I never did it because I have a piece of fuzz in my mouth, sorry. I never wanted to do it for people who, because some people did it for those who couldn't afford challenge packs and that kind of thing. My goal is not to add a bunch of other groups on top of what we already have. I want one place where I don't care if you buy just a program or you buy just Shakeology or you buy a challenge pack, and it can be to each his own, some of the top coaches, they're only a challenge pack, which is, fine. But for me, I'm I just want to help people. So if they buy anything and they're in that group that way, then I just think about how many groups I've hosted in my months of coaching that I have so many people who end up buying Shakeology or end up buying a different program or another program because they see everyone else posting about it and they see everyone else having good results and having a blast with size or loving their Shakeology results or, whatever it is. And so it just kind of creates a place where people are constantly in there, always seeing different posts and different, check-ins and things like that. And it just allows them to feel supported constantly through whatever up and down or crazy month they have, so they don't have to feel bad about being oh, I can't join your group this month because I'm just really busy. That way they're just always seeing that support. So that's what I want out of it.
How would you promote that monthly? Right now we promote Summer Scorcher and Bring the Heat and Cheat August. And so it's kind of easy to every month promote for that because it's a new thing. Mm-hmm. So how would you monthly promote to get people to purchase a challenge pack?
Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. I know from what I've heard from other coaches who have done is it's more they will promote just their, not necessarily a theme, that they're, because we think about when we use our WooFoo forms, an application or whatever, you have them fill the form out, that kind of thing to join my group or whatever. And you can still do that kind of thing, but it would be more for, sharing about, for me, I'll probably make a post and be I'm starting this new wellness group. It's a community, kind of sharing what it is, sharing the name of it kind of thing. And then saying that, every month I'll be taking a certain amount of people in to join or things like that and doing it like that. And then also maybe doing a month where I have, oh, it's September, so I'm doing a whole month of, whatever kind of challenge. And you can also do it like that too. But it would just be, instead of having a bunch of different, like I look at my groups on my Facebook and it's like ridiculous. It's just so many groups and so many so many things to remember and so many different sections and stuff. And so when we finally talked about this on our leader page, we were like, that just makes so much more sense. And so a lot of coaches are still kind of scared to move towards that, but I just think it's such a great idea. So that's just what I'm going to try to move towards. I think it'll be a lot more manageable, and I think that the benefits will be really huge too, as far as just everyone feeling really supported and getting more out of it.
It sounds a lot easier than having to make a new posting schedule every month. It takes so long.
And it's like, it sounds like bad to be like, oh, I just want it to be easier. But it really is, it's not, our job is not supposed to be this stressful. And a lot of coaches don't do it as awesome as we do with having, a posting schedule and actually having something really legit and meaningful to share with people. And that's really awesome, which I love about our team. But it doesn't need to be that way either. We can do that for like 5 days for free groups and stuff like that. But as far as having to really buffer out posts and really make sure that you've got all this stuff going on, to me, I think just for me to be able to manage it and be like the best coach that I can be, and also just really support everyone the best that I can and not wanting to leave anyone behind that I've ever worked with, I think that this just makes the most sense.
So I started a community group, but I put my people who I had in my challenge group last month in it. And similar to, I think, what Alicia has said before, it's like pretty radio silence. I think the problem is a lot of those people had it in their mind that they were doing this month-long challenge. And then a lot of them now sorry, I just threw my phone. A lot of them fell off because they were like, well, I'm done. I completed my month-long challenge. And so they're not posting, and I would bet that they're not working out anymore, doing
right.
it.
Right. So that's why I'm going to go through and literally personally invite anyone that I've ever worked with. And it's going to take a while, but it's still worth it. We'll go through it and I'll share with them, that this is just a community, that I want you to always feel supported in that, even if you have a crazy month or I have people all the time that are like, oh, well, those dates though, they don't work for me because I'm going to be out of town or I'm going to be traveling. How often do you guys have that excuse from people? All the time. So for me, it's that's totally fine. When you get back, your challenge pack will be here and you can just jump on it, so.
Yeah, I think if you I need to more explain it up front, and then hopefully they'll just continue straight from a seamless transition from
exactly. And then I'm planning on having files in there and stuff for them to be able to look at meal plans and to still post motivational things in there, post my workouts in there, but instead of it just being this free group for my coach Acacia, who she's got her Heinz Crunchy Fitness group, I think, it's people who haven't ever bought anything from her, which is awesome. And I never did anything like that. So instead of having this other group that I got to manage, it just becomes this one big place where anyone who's ever bought anything, and it could be just a program or whatever, just can feel supported and constantly have, things to look at, and have me posting my workouts in there, holds me accountable, holds them accountable, that kind of thing. So it's just a glorified challenge group that just is ongoing, and it's awesome.
So are you starting that next month, and so we're not doing a group next month?
I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do because baby's going to be here soon and I'm still not there. I planned all my free groups, but I haven't thought about that yet. So if I can get there soon enough with asking and inviting everybody, then possibly. But if not, then I'm up to doing another September group if we need to. And same with all of you coaches. I know some of you guys already have ideas for awesome September groups, and some of you are ready to host groups earlier and start soon, start now promoting, and some of you want to start halfway through September. So that's where we can post on our team page too and see what everyone's thinking. I know Kim is ready to start a group because she did a couple free challenges, and now she's ready to do a paid group finally, and she has some people interested. So if anyone wants to jump on a September group with her, that's an awesome way to do that too. So it's really up to you. I don't want you guys to feel pressure to do something like this. If it's really overwhelming to you still, then continue to do the monthly groups. There are 35 different folders in our Google Drive right now of different challenges that have been hosted. And all those different themes for free groups can totally be turned into paid groups. So if you've got other ideas for free groups, then take the Walk the Plank challenge and make that your 30-day, your name for your 30-day group and post it. And it doesn't have to be a plank challenge. That could just be the theme of it. So very flexible, whatever you guys want to do. I just kind of wanted to share with you my thoughts. And if you ever want to do something like that, you can. If not, then don't.
So actually, for those of us who don't have like a ton of challengers yet, like, would you suggest doing a group like this yet? Or maybe teaming up with another coach and doing a group like this? Because I don't even have like more than 5 people to add to it.
You have more challengers than that.
I don't even know. But like, I think I have like 10 people who I could add to it, and a lot of them weren't active. So like in the challenge groups, I'm like, if I started something like that, I feel like it would be kind of what Jenny was saying, just silent.
It might, transpire into something more. Like I have a lot of where it really is only 5 or 6 people that are really active out of maybe, 10 people that I add or something like that, So it totally just depends. But I don't think there's any like specific number. You have to start somewhere. So it's up to you. And it's going to be whatever, like the momentum that you give them is the momentum that they're going to have. Does that make sense? So like if you're active in it and posting and sharing and stuff, and it's just nice for it to kind of become your own. You guys are all becoming your own leader. It's nice for you to have a place that is like your own, that you get to kind of decide what happens in it, that you get to set the tone, that you get to share about coaching in, that you get to share about, they get to see you as their coach. And then if they ever get excited about coaching or interested or anything, they know you and they know who, how you work and how you are. It's going to just make them feel way more, comfortable. So, and that's one of the pluses that we heard from some of the top coaches was that it was just, there's so many people that were interested in starting to coach, or at least discount coach, because they just felt so supported and they loved being a part of the community, which is why we're all here. We talk about that all the time. We love our team because we're like the biggest community. We talk about everything, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you recommend, if we are just starting out and we have a few coaches under us, to add them to if we do a wellness group? Like, because now I have 3. So I don't know, like if I should add them and my challengers.
Totally up to you.
Okay.
Totally up to
I'm
you.
nervous about that.
It is your business, so you can do whatever you want to do. So that's what I'm saying. That's just what I'm going to move towards. But I also have been doing this for a long time, so I have quite a few people who I can add to mine. But I'm also still going to do a normal challenge group every month that someone, people can jump in on, or at least help or post or, whatever anyone needs me to do, that kind of thing. But so it's up to you. If it's not the time yet, then don't do that. Just host. You guys are like brilliant at hosting monthly challenge groups now. We've had a million posting schedules. So you probably go and just use one from like 4 months ago and no one would know the difference because it's like all the same stuff that we need every time. But for me, I just think this is just going to be way more manageable.
That was my whole idea behind doing the group, where I added challengers after they finished one, was because I thought it was so much work to create a whole new schedule every single month. Like coming up with new content every month is a lot of work. So my idea originally was that those challengers would go to my, like permanent group. And I would just have like one posting schedule. So all my new people, like it would be the same challenge every month. I didn't have to change the content every month. Yeah. But when you're teaming up with other coaches who aren't doing the same thing, like that never really worked out. And we've changed the format of our group so many times in the past few months that like that part never really fell into place. But as far as like how many people you have and being afraid of like the radio silence, I think what I did wrong is I added all these people who hadn't been in a group in months. So I only added like 10, like Michelle was saying. And several of them had been out of a challenge group for months. So they weren't really like back into working out, and they weren't really like, they didn't have that challenge to get them going again. So they were all telling me they need a challenge again. So that's why they were so quiet. And then like I said, I only have like 2 or 3 that post, but I think that if you add them in, like if you're adding them into that community every month, you're new people, and then like that's just what they're used to. Like they'll post and they'll do what they're you know.
And that's exactly what the coaches were saying that have done that the people who were kind of added in, were the ones who kind of like dropped off kind of thing, but they're also pretty knowledgeable. Like they know questions about, they can answer questions about the 21-day fix. They can be those people that can comment on people's questions and stuff. And then every time we're bringing in new people, they're coming in with, a new Shakeology flavor or a new program or their just own excitement about being in a challenge group, which automatically just resets the whole wheel again. And everyone's excited again and everyone's posting and sharing, and so I plan to kind of like make a little video and have it pinned at the top of my group and just kind of share with them, like, this is our community. If you feel like you need someone to like hold you even more accountable, I encourage you to find like a success partner, reach out to someone who you really, have connected with in the group, and you guys, continue to support each other in this group, that kind of thing. Share with them that I'm going to be posting weekly in there and also sharing my own workouts. But it's yours. It just allows you to be able to post and share, and just for it to be this constant cycle of new people coming in and maybe some, older people coming out and becoming coaches and that kind of thing. And what they've told me is that the new people coming in really helps to increase like the excitement again, which is awesome. So exactly what Alicia just said.
Yeah, and if you look at like Amy Silverman's Instagram feed, she doesn't ever post for like a monthly challenge group like we do. She just will post about a workout and then be like, if you want to join my wellness community, send me an email or something. She doesn't advertise, but she still, like for specific challenge groups like we do, but she still invites people to join her wellness community, and that's how she is adding people in every month.
So, and that's, and we, we're all a down line of Micah, which that's kind of just all we know, because that's how Micah kind of taught us how to do that. But she's even trying to like divorce herself from that and move away towards that, because it's just so much work sometimes. And all of you guys who I hear you talk on our threads that are just so stressed out and have so much to do, I think that this would be a lot easier for you and just kind of take off that stress. And we have a ton of stuff on the Google Drive, and then we still get to use the creativity to have fun free groups. Those are so much easier, where it's just a plank challenge or an ab challenge or fun things like that you can recreate and just create new graphics for and that kind of thing. But everything's already there for you. You're not constantly having to think. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 months now, and having to think of something different every month to post in groups because I have a challenger that's followed me all the way through so that they don't see the same post that they saw like in another group is really hard. It's a lot. There's only so many articles and things that you can find for people and so many cute graphics. So, but that is very true. A lot of the top coaches, they don't have a specific thing that they post about every month, a specific group or a specific whatever. They'll just be like, hey, I'm looking for 10 more people to join my fitness community. If you're this, and this, or, hey, I just got this new program. Just like Alicia said, I just got this new program. If you want to join me, fill out the form, that kind of thing. So just kind of helps you to just kind of take more like a professional route to it, and just also have more control over it too, to make it your own, especially as you guys are hitting Emerald and pushing for Diamond and going, becoming even more of a leader in your business, which is really, really awesome. So just kind of lets you be able to take more control. So
I have a quick question. Do you know, I know this is random, but do you happen to know if Acacia is doing that too, your success partner?
Yeah, we both are.
Okay. I'm just wondering because my success partner's on her team, so I just emailed her.
Like, yeah, they're she's having the same talk with her coaches today, or yesterday.
Okay.
And know that like they could do the same thing, or they can stick to whatever they want to do. Ultimately, it's your business. I'm just here to like offer guidance and like be here to answer questions or help you however you need it. So, and help you if you want to do the same thing, or if you want to go your own route too, whatever you want to do.
And then I have another question. Oh,
no, go ahead. It's okay.
Okay, so I know this is really stupid because I've been a coach for like 2.5 months now, but I was like really focused on Emerald. But now that I'm Emerald, I can't remember what it means to be Diamond. And I was trying to look on YouTube today for like a good video explaining it.
So this is you. These are your 2 emeralds right here, okay, on your trees. You need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 emeralds. Does that make sense? So you're at the top of your tree, and you've got 2 emeralds right here. Actually, you have 3. You've got like 2 over here and 1. So then you just need 2 more coaches on this side, and you need 3 more coaches on this side, and then you need an emerald on each side. So an emerald is a person with 2 coaches. Does that make sense? So you need a total of 8 coaches, but they need to be evenly dispersed, 4 on each leg, and then you need an emerald on each leg.
Okay. So it doesn't have to come from like the people I just added, because now I'm nervous because I feel like my weak leg is my discount. Wait, I feel like my weak leg has my business builders on it on accident, and then my strong leg has my discount coaches. Does that make sense? Like, I really wish I could switch all my
that's
people.
okay. Your strong leg is always going to have more volume coming from people who are on your leg that aren't your personally sponsored. And then on the other side, you want to have like your husband and other people who are weak that you can build up. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Other questions? The floor is open.
Are you doing your wellness group by yourself, or are you teaming up with Acacia?
By myself.
Okay.
So that I can have it like the inspiration, or what I'm thinking of calling it like the Inspiration Proof Fit Club, I think is what I'm going for. But so something that has like my team name. So some of you, like Brooks has a team name and like she can make hers that. Some of you who maybe have like ideas of what you eventually want your team to be, go ahead and use that as your name for your wellness group, so that when you transfer into having, when you've got, I always say, like, once you become diamond, you can really create your own page if you wanted, like I did for the Inspiration Crew, just so that you can have like a place for you to kind of feel like a leader and be able to post and share things with your mini team. That's what I did when I got all my coaches. Actually, I think I had more coaches before I became diamond, so I made a page, but whatever you want to do. And you can make it whatever name. Some people, like Amy Silverman's is like Set Your Soul on Fire is like the name of her group. So it could be anything that you want it to be, really. But I am doing it on my own just so that I can have something that goes with our team name, and she's doing something that goes with her Radical Renegades team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I have another question. Sorry. Okay, I thought that today was the day that you had to reach your rank for next month. Did it switch?
No, it was for what's the word, for diamond and for above, but for diamond, for emerald and for diamond, you can actually go till next week. We got told wrong in our leader page, so I apologize about that. But so if you hit emerald by next week and also diamond and have Success Club by Wednesday at midnight, then you're good to go for September for leads.
So for every month, is it like the last Wednesday?
Every month is the last Wednesday of the last full week of the month. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And that's to qualify for leads. So that's like your free money or your free customers or whatever.
Are you going to talk about, did you say you were talking about the leadership thing tonight?
Yeah, I will in a second, but I'm letting anyone else ask questions for you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I have a question, Ashley.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I just had a mind blank for a second.
Really on that, I'm always like, oh, okay, wait, what was I going to say?
So with your posts in the wellness group, do you see yourself like having kind of a set daily post or challenge for the day, or doing like daily check-ins? Like, how are you going to differentiate it from what you're posting just on your regular page?
Some things I'll probably post like similar things in there in case I don't see it. And then I plan to, post my workouts and things like that, or if I find a cool article or just anything that kind of like just enhances their time, or even just like a quick like, hey guys, just got my workout in, totally didn't want to do it, did you get yours in? It's something like that, just like I do in my normal challenge groups.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just ways to be involved and present, but for it not to have to be like scheduled out and to like think about it and stuff, so much. So,
are you going to keep your Facebook page too still, the Ashley Smith Fitness?
I always do. The Fit page has not been my like go-to thing for like customers, really. It's just a way for me to pull off my Instagram people, and I just message them on there. That's the one thing that it's been good for, is that anyone who follows me on Instagram, and I'm always like, hey, like follow, or, send me a message or whatever. Sometimes they'll send me a message through my profile on there with using my email that's on there. And sometimes I'll get messages through there. And half the time, anyone who likes my Fit page is people from Instagram. And they're like, and then they'll, once I friend them, on my Fit page, a lot of times they'll reach out and be like, hey, I was following you on Instagram and blah, blah, blah. Tell me about this or whatever. So I just use it pretty much for that. I don't do a bunch of ads or anything like that. That hasn't been my like social media outlet that I'm really trying to like build up. It's definitely been Instagram and Facebook first. So
I have a quick question.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Hey, that was how I found you, Instagram, and then so one of a Toned Up girl that's actually local to me. She
awesome.
knew that she became a coach. I think I saw her say that her upline is Carly Del Carlo. And she's actually been messaging me and asking me questions because she knows that I'm a coach.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out how much I should help her and how much I should say, well, ask your own coach. Otherwise I should be your coach kind of thing. Right. So how do you draw the line between,
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
I've had that happen a lot. Like actually I've had like probably 2 or 3 girls who have talked to me about coaching, and then like all of a sudden they're like, yeah, I totally just signed up as a coach. I'm like, wait, with who? And then it was like with someone else who they like found out that was a friend that was a coach or someone that they knew, but then they were coming to me for all the questions and asking me like, oh, I love your post, or you guys seem to have such a good system, what do you do, and can you share that with me? And while we are about sharing and helping people and that kind of thing, if they're not even like in our team or anything, like I was going to say, she could end up being like a success partner to you. However, she's definitely not in our upline or anything like at all. So it doesn't really benefit you at all or like any of our team. So, like any of you who wanted to have a success partner who's in Team Inspiration, like the big team, that's different. That would make a lot more sense because we all kind of have the same network of people, if that makes sense. But since she's like totally not in your network, those kind of people, I just kind of quickly answer them. And, I don't make it urgent. Like I'm not really like urgently answering her back and urgently giving her long list of information and that kind of thing. And I do still always encourage her like, oh, like do you not have a system for that? Have you asked your coach about that? Or, things like that. But it's up to you, but you just don't want to spend all your time and your energy and trying to support her when she's not even like a coach of yours and she's not a challenger or somebody who you could really be building a relationship with.
Yeah, because she full on like messaged me, how we always do in our messages, like, hey, somebody messaged me with this and I have no idea what to say. And I was like, you should ask your coach.
Yeah. And I had people that are in our network of Inspiration who are like other diamond coaches and stuff who will say, hey, I really like how you, posted about your sneak peek. Can you tell me how you do that? And I just don't spend a ton of time on sharing everything. I just quickly tell them, I run it like this, 5 days and I make a post every day and and then I send it. You don't owe them all of your secrets and that kind of thing. But you can definitely just still be nice about it and just send her a couple messages and just keep encouraging her to reach out to people on her team. Because if Carly Del Carlo is her leader, then she's got a really good leader. Yeah. So she should definitely have that support somewhere. Anything else? Questions? Concerns? You guys all look very studious right now.
Inviting, Ashley. We were going to talk about inviting.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is just like really, really brief. And some people, we talked about this like probably forever ago on a team call, but most of you guys like weren't here when that happened. So Michelle and Jacob, you guys are adorable staring at each other, and I can see that you're looking at each other. That's so cute. I think you're my favorite couple. It's just so precious. I can't stand it. Okay, moving on. Okay, so I was going to show you this for inviting. If some of you guys, oh, look at Becca. She looks so pretty. Some of you are having problems with like trying to find new people to talk to, or like just trying to see new people in your newsfeed kind of thing. Some of you may know this, and I apologize for repeating myself. But okay, so if you go to Facebook, you can go to this little arrow up here. You can see my screen, right? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Okay. If you go to this screen up here, and you click the little arrow on the top, and you go to Settings, you can download a copy of your Facebook data, which will allow you, I'm not going to do it again because I already did that, but you'll say Start My Archive, and it'll have you sign in again, and then it's going to download all of your stuff from Facebook. Like it would show you posts and comments and things like that. But the main thing that you want it for is for your Facebook friends. Now, what I did is I downloaded that archive and I put it into a Google Doc or a Google Excel spreadsheet. And now I have all of these different friends on here. And you can put it in here, and I'm going through, which I went backwards, but this is the top of it. You can go through and it'll show you all of your Facebook friends, anyone who you've ever defriended or you're not friends with, and then also people who have never responded to, that's kind of sad. And then also, so like maybe some old boyfriends, and then it'll also show you people who have never responded to a Facebook request from you. And so you can see them all, you can put them all the way down in here. And what I have been doing is going through every day and spending like maybe just 10 minutes and just trying to pick like 20 people to go through and actually go to their page and like a picture or comment or something. And then also I put coach here because I wanted to, like, if they're a coach, then I try not to like comment and like too much on it, because then it just overpowers. There's so many coaches that I have that I follow now that it just overpowers my news feed. So that just in addition has been another thing that I've been using as a way to kind of try to see new people and try to reach out to new people, because like in my mind, I was thinking that I was seeing a lot of new people on my news feed with just using those friends lists that we had all created. But really there's like so many other people that I'm not even reaching. So doing something like this has allowed me to be like intentional about taking just 10 minutes and choosing 10 to 15 people and going actually to their page, reaching out and just liking a picture or commenting or, whatever. You don't even have to say anything to them that's like, hey, I'm a coach. Like, just want to say hi. Don't do that. just like a picture. Oh, hey, Liz, I love your dress. Or, maybe Christina just had a baby. Send her a message, like her picture, then send her a message and say, hey, I just saw that you had a baby. Like, I'm pregnant too, and I'm having a baby in a month, or, whatever it is, something that can relate you to them, because that's the kind of conversations that turn into somebody becoming, someone who could work with you down the road. So that's just a little tip I was going to give you guys to use, just another way to kind of think of, just expand your network, look at the people that you have in your friends list, that kind of thing, outside of just doing those friends lists. Because even in those, having the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday list that we created on Facebook, you still only see the top performing people in those. You still only see the people that post the most. So just an idea.
Hey, Ashley,
Yeah.
I made that Monday through Friday, Saturday list, and I also made a Beachbody list. So I don't know if this will help anybody, but I added all coaches to a separate day basically, and then that way I'm not infiltrated, because basically all I see is coaches on my news feed.
Yeah.
So I'm sure a lot of you get that too. So with your Monday through Friday, Saturday list, if you want to make a separate list for just coaches, and just make sure you don't add them to, your Monday through Saturday list, unless you've already done it, then sorry.
Or if that's too much for you to think about, just doing our team, just doing our team on their own thread is fine too. That just kind of helps you to set them apart. Because I want to see all of your posts, and I want to make sure I like and support you guys, but not all the time, because that's all I see then. So,
yeah.
And I'm sure you guys can relate to that. So,
Laura, can I message you about that? Because I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, did I just open up a can of worms?
No, it's okay. There's a video. We have to find it and tag you in it, Laura.
Yeah, I'll find the video. That'll help. Yeah.
Okay.
It goes straight through
Yeah,
it.
message
Or you
whatever.
can also talk to Katie, your success partner, Lauren, because Acacia did the training on it for us.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a great way. Anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, please reach out to me so I can help you, so that it can help you with your power of threes. So those of you who are smiling and look confused, make a note to message me after this so you're not confused too. Okay. Any other questions? No? Okay. The one last thing I was going to say, I know we're running really late. This is a long one today. The one thing, I'm just going to just put it out there just so you know, because a lot of you are becoming Emerald tomorrow, which is awesome. Actually, 6 of you that are on this call, which is great. Yay. So how do I say this? A lot of the top coaches host retreats and things like that, which are fun, almost all expense paid trips that you get to go on for being diamond and above. And I shared this with all of my like leaders in our group, those who are emerald and above, in our team page. And so basically April 14th through the 17th, Micah, our big top upline coach, is hosting a retreat for diamond leaders. So what that means is anybody who is a diamond coach and holds it for 6 weeks, you always have to hold your rank for 6 weeks after emerald. So becoming a diamond, when you hold a diamond for 6 weeks, you become a lifetime diamond. Anyone who holds their rank for 6 weeks by January 15th, which is a long time away, however, there's some stipulations to that, will get to go on this retreat. Now, there's like limited spots and everything like that. And all of us who are already, it's only her personally sponsored coaches who are going that are diamond leaders. We will get to sponsor our diamond coaches. So for me, so my personally sponsored coaches, that means like if you signed up with me as a coach, I am your personally sponsored, or I am your upline, and you are my personally sponsored coach. So for any of you who go diamond by January 15th, you get to go on this retreat. So what that means is all you pay for is your airfare to get there, and I pay for you to go. And so basically it's just like an incentive and like a leadership retreat. It's going to be in Salt Lake City, Utah, at this like humongous lodge that houses like 100 people, which is really awesome. And Micah is, footing the bill for everything. So it's like all the food is covered, everything that from the minute you step off the airplane in Salt Lake City, it is completely covered, by her. There are going to be a photographer there to take like headshots and like fitness photos for you to be able to use for your business. Some of the corporate leaders like maybe Carl or Jeff Hill, who does our national wake up calls, they'll be there to do some trainings. There'll be some top coaches that'll come and do different trainings for us. And it's basically just like a big bonding leadership retreat type thing. So she's going to be doing a way more specific video for you to hear everything about, but just so you can kind of be thinking about that. I know a lot of you are pushing hard to like be getting to just reach out to people and be talking to new coaches and that kind of thing. And a lot of you have just added new coaches. Some of you are just about to become Emerald tomorrow, which is awesome. So don't stop pushing there. And then also, I just wanted to let you know about that, just so you can kind of, in your head, be having something to work for. There are only a limited amount of spots, so it has to be, it's kind of like first come, first serve. And so just wanted you to be thinking about that. It's just like an even bigger incentive to become a diamond coach, which is really, really cool. So, but basically just a big, fun leadership retreat with cool trainings, lots of bonding and fun outside activities. Lots of babies will be there. To those who are having babies or are breastfeeding or have, family, some husbands will be there. If they are a diamond coach of that coach, like Spencer will be there with me and a couple other coaches, who one of their coaches is their husband. That's a diamond. So yeah, that's about it. But just sharing that with you. The only thing that you'd be paying for is your airfare to get there. And then everything else on top of that, it's like $250 a person, which I would sponsor for you. So, and then for every month that you hit Success Club, I will be giving you $25 in travel cash. So you can use that towards from here, and it's from here on out, from today until January 15th. So that's like almost $200 you could earn, which is awesome. So just giving you a little incentive and letting you guys know about that cool trip, because there's all, we talk about summit and all kinds of things like that. And eventually, hopefully, by the end of next year, we'll be able to do like our own team retreat, like within the inspiration group. But this is just one that came up sooner from Micah. So pretty cool, but I thought I would pass that along. I'd let my people who are close to Diamond know that today. But those of you who are Emerald, this does not exclude you at all. Or even those of you who aren't Emerald yet and are pushing for it, you can still be pushing in all those months to get to Diamond, which is really, really cool. So just food for thought and food for pushing. Pretty cool though. Any other questions or comments?
When is baby Huddy due?
Oh, I'm bouncing right now. Can you see me? Hopefully any day now. No, they considered him full term and everything today, so I'm just praying he comes out sometime soon. He's kind of measuring big, so I'm a little worried, but He's not due till September 7th, though. So
Oh, wow.
3 weeks, yep. I feel like he's going to be here early. I'm praying over him. I'm like, come on, honey, come out. You never know. You guys will be the first to know. You are all the first to know when I got pregnant, so you'll be the first to know when I have this baby. That's awesome. Well, if you guys don't have any other questions, then I will let you go since I kept you forever tonight. But hopefully you got some good information and feel good about this and finishing out your week and your month and everything. So, and some of you will be getting recognized as Emeralds tomorrow. So excited. Awesome. I'm proud of you guys. Anything else? Michelle's like, yes. Okay, cool. Oh, wait, we got to take our group selfie like we always do.
Oh, no.
Especially because Jacob's on it this time. Yeah. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll post it in the team page. Love you guys. Have a great night. Let me know if you need anything. Just message me. Bye.
Thanks, Ashley.
See you guys.